Hey everybody, doing a follow-up story to my ancient Egypt and Atlantis video of last week. In that video I said I thought the people of Atlantis or survivors of Atlantis came to Egypt, started that civilization, and I'm going to take it a bit further. This is off of otherworldmystery.com, and they had a very good story that was written in April last year, and it fit right in what I wanted to say, so I clicked onto this website. It's a pretty interesting one. Now, this story, written by Claudio Zoraspin, I might have butchered that name, but I don't really care right now. It starts off asking this question: what are countless carved images of a bearded man with European facial features doing in pre-Columbian architecture? Like the Olmec statues of Central America, whose giant heads depict seemingly African features, the Incan carvings of a figure known as Viracocha seem out of place in time, at least according to accepted history. Now, the first question: what did the ancients, way back when, what did they consider gods? I don't think it was anything heavenly. I just think they considered people that were much more advanced technologically and much more advanced in knowledge. I just think they considered them gods. I think they were just people. And they kind of came down through history as gods, but I just think the ancients depicted gods in a much different way than we do today. It wasn't anything heavenly. Now, this story goes on to say this: if you ask an Incan scholar or a modern shaman about Viracocha, they'll tell you a story you swear you heard before. Depending on the source, the details and the intricacies of the story may take a different path, but the common theme remains. In short, the ancient Incans revered Viracocha as the bringer of civilization to their land. They claimed that he came to South America before they were there and civilized the natives who eventually gave birth to Incan society. In the legends, as well as the images, Viracocha was a tall, white-skinned man with a beard and sharp nose. In some accounts, he wore sandals and a white flowing robe that reached the ground. Viracocha taught the pre-Incans agriculture, mathematics, astronomy, and technological skills that enabled them to advance to a civilized culture that they eventually became. He is credited with giving these people all the knowledge they absorbed, used, and immortalized in stone, leaving a legacy that baffles the best and brightest archaeologists of today and scientists of our time. Now, according to these legends, Viracocha mysteriously appeared from the sea, spread his teachings, and just as mysteriously as he had come, disappeared back, walking on the water, as the myth goes. Now, Viracocha taught mathematics and astronomy. That is very much prevalent in these ancient texts. And this is exactly what Thoth brought to ancient Egypt. Mathematics and astronomy was very much incorporated into the Great Pyramid, and it was also incorporated into these sites in Mexico and Central America and South America. Tiwanaku, Teotihuacan in Mexico, the Mayan sites, mathematics and astronomy are definitely incorporated into these sites. And the natives there could not have known this. This is some highly advanced knowledge of astronomy because the precession of the equinox is built into these sites, and that is a knowledge that you have to have an understanding of the heavens for tens of thousands of years. You can't just look at the sky for 100 years and have this precession figured out. And these sites are precisely mapped to the precession. And I think that this is no coincidence. I think these teachers of this knowledge came from the very same place, Atlantis, or the lost civilization, and it is pretty clear. In the Mayan calendar, also, this knowledge came from somewhere, and I think it was the survivors of Atlantis. They were highly advanced in astronomy, and you had to know it to create the Mayan calendar. And I think this was just passed down from their so-called Kublai Khan, and it just got evolved and known as the Mayan calendar. But I think the original source was the survivors of Atlantis. So you have all these similarities in these stories of these gods: Viracocha, Quetzalcoatl, Kublai Khan. They're all identical to Thoth, and I think it's simply because they both came from the same place, Atlantis. Hope you enjoyed my theory. Have a good day.